Hello and welcome to lesson 6 of the workbook in A Course in Miracles. So the headline of lesson 6 is I am upset because I see something that is not there. Very bold statement again, similar to yesterday. So what I did first when I've read through the exercise of lesson 6 is apply it to a few sentences that already came up yesterday and in the other lessons as well. So that is always a good place to go back to and just start to apply it. I think in the initial moment when I read all of it, I didn't really know where to go from it other than apply it and see what comes up. So what came up for me is that we are making a lot of stuff up. So I remember this statement from Dr. Joe Dispenza that after we keep telling a story of what happened to us previously for years and years, that 50% of that story is not actually true anymore. Our brains just keep actually forgetting things or unremembering the details of things that happened in the past and filling those gaps with details that fit the purpose of the story better. So whatever we want to achieve with telling that story over and over again, we are just filling the gap that keeps getting created automatically with details that help us to keep alive the feeling or the need that is sawn into telling that story. For example, at being angry at something that happened to you, or being depressed because that's happened to you, or being fearful of it ever happening to you again, or being disappointed by these people in your life, and that's why you keep being disappointed in your life. So we justify these upsets, as we call it in A Course in Miracles, with stuff that is kind of made up. And what could be that stuff? If we think about the statement, I'm upset because I see something that is not there. So what could be that something? When I reflected on this, I came up with some examples. For example, it could be an ill intention from another person. So our belief that actually the person did that on purpose. I think that is quite often something that we are then mad about because we believe or we assume that this person did it on purpose, and most of the times that's not really the case. Or that, for example, that something could be that we think that people or situations are out to get us. Like we are unlucky, or we are just always being disappointed. Like the world is going out there to get us and keep giving us the same kind of situation, which that's what happens, but not because the world is out there to get you, but rather that you are recreating, of course, the same experience over and over again until you actually let go of what needs to be let go. Other something could be memories that we hold on to, or old belief systems that color the experience of the situation that we're actually experiencing. And if you would take off those glasses of your belief system or past trauma or memories that you're carrying inside with you and that you keep telling yourself, then you would actually see the situation quite differently and probably much more neutral and objective. So the exercise in lesson 6 is asking you again to use situations of upset, so where we have some low vibrating emotions coming up and we point them as well at a person or a situation or a circumstance or an object, and then we complete that sentence saying I'm angry at ... because I see something that is not there. So the question is, do you need to know what that something is? So I literally ask myself, do I need to know what that something is when I'm saying that sentence as part of the exercise? And the answer that I came up with is no, I do not need to know this it can come up while you're doing the exercise and you're actually speaking those words. It can come up. That's something that you could probably see that will make you feel and think like that. That is not actually there. But I don't think it's necessary for us to fully complete this exercise. That's not what it's about. So for me, it's another exercise to separate ourselves from our thoughts and our feelings and be able to look at them from a more neutral perspective and see them more as, yeah, kind of an experience that we're going through, but not something that we truly are. Might it be uncomfortable or even confusing going through that exercise? Yes, I totally agree with it, but we said already in the previous lessons that that is actually good. It means we're stepping out of our comfort zone and we're actually learning something new. So it's good when we feel uncomfortable and confused by these exercises. So that's it. That's my review and the notes I took from lesson 6. And I will see you again for the next lesson in the next video. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful day and talk to you very soon. Bye bye.